Stress is a subject that one must understand. The body starts producing a hormone called cortisol. There is a gland called adrenals on top of your kidneys that produces cortisol. Cortisol is produced to give you energy. This is the fight or the flight mechanism that evolution created. For example, if you were in a jungle, if we were in a jungle and we were hungry for the last 3 or 7 days, and suddenly you saw an animal approaching, and you had to run, but you hadn't eaten, that means you had no energy. But body has a mechanism that when fear is triggered, then adrenals start producing cortisol. Cortisol goes into your bloods and starts converting bone, tendon, tissue, protein, whatever comes its way into glucose and feeds you as food. So what happens is that you get that energy and you can run 10 kilometers to fight off or run away from that predator that you were running away from. But now what happens in the modern lifestyle is that if I'm sitting here and if I'm thinking and if something is bothering me and I'm repeatedly thinking about it, then that repetition creates fear. And because the brain thinks that anything that you are repeating is considered simply as fear. And for that, stress is produced. Stress hormone is produced, cortisol is produced. And when you produce cortisol, then of course your muscle gets converted into glucose, and you already have had enough calories, so that extra glucose will become fat. So literally, if I'm stressed out and I'm sitting here, I'll start converting my muscle into fat. Now that's not a very healthy thing to do. So one must learn to do exercise to de-stress oneself, and also you should learn to clear your head and try to calm yourself down throughout the day. If you can just take 5 minutes in a day and calm yourself down, empty your mind, that would help reduce stress.